My daughter died by suicide in 2023, and I'm not going to shut up about it. With September being National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, I figured it was a good time to share this important message. I'm speaking on behalf of all grievers when I say this. Grief is permanent. Like love, it is unconditional, and it needs to be talked about. Why am I saying this? That's not a rhetorical question. While the statement, grief is permanent, seems obvious, it's amazing how many people on the outside forget that that's true. Or perhaps they never understood it at all. When my daughter died, my family and I were met with a tsunami of support. My supervisor let me out of work immediately and without question. The funeral director helped us sort our affairs and make some of the most difficult decisions we've ever had to make as parents. A 4-star general in my chain of command even called me personally on a Saturday to offer his condolences. While those early days are a blur in my mind, I know that an abundance of people stepped in to offer support. We buried my daughter 2 weeks to the day after she died. I remember sitting in the funeral home that day, staring at that rosewood box of ashes that used to be my little girl. I was lost in an endless void of heartache and disbelief, borderline catatonic. It was my darkest hour, but I do recall being able to shake myself from it for a brief moment. I turned around and was amazed by how many friends, family, and community members came with hugs and words of love and encouragement. That wasn't lost on me. As necessary and appreciated as that tsunami of support was, its crest waned almost as soon as it hit the shore. I placed that rosewood box in the ground, covered it with dirt, looked up, and the crowd was gone. The calls and check-in texts dried up within a few weeks. People went on with their lives, even though mine had stopped. And I don't fault anyone for it. It's not reasonable to expect everyone in my life to come sit with me while I rebuild some semblance of an existence. But damn, is grief ever lonely? I remember feeling so slighted that the world had kept turning, like a bus that had dropped me off at the wrong stop and then left without me. She's been gone for over 2 years now. I blinked and somehow nearly 1,000 days without her have passed. I've lost my one and only brother since then too. I can close my eyes and go right back to those terrible days. There's a corner of my mind that's still a hopelessly dark and scary place to sit. I visit it as often as I need to, but I try not to linger there. To do so would be dangerous. I think it's all just a part of who I am now, an added weight that I have to carry. Now, this short monologue isn't to say that nothing good has happened to me in the last 2 years. I've planted roots back home and connected with many people I'd lost touch with. I've worked towards my dream of owning a cabin in the woods. And of course, this very project was created in the wake of my loss. A monument of pain built atop a foundation of love. It's brick and mortar, heartache and hope. Its door, an open conversation. Its windows, an honest look inside. A towering beacon that grows each day, hopefully reaching someone else that is hurting. I'm so grateful to be a part of it, and I hope that it's helped you in some small way. Regardless of how much time passes or how many silver linings I'm able to grasp, I will not shut up about my dead kid. And there's many reasons for that. For one, she's my kid, my flesh and blood, a piece of my heart. My soul will forever be connected to hers. She is a part of who I am and who I will continue to be. To stop talking about her would be to turn my back on a part of myself. Much of what I do with the rest of my time here is dedicated to her, and to start being quiet now would be a disservice to her memory. Second, it's important to me that other people know it's okay to talk about the loved ones they've lost. In fact, I don't want it to just be okay to talk about. I want it to be encouraged. It's such a terribly lonely thing, having to pull yourself through each day without your person, contending with that void and wondering if they're okay or if you'll ever see them again, and being so very afraid that they'll be forgotten. For many of us, the memory is all we have left, and memories are only truly preserved when they're shared with others, so I'm going to keep talking about it. Lastly, I'm going to keep talking about her because it's one of the few ways I have left to express my love for her. You have to understand, I can't show my love in the ways that I used to. I can't hug her anymore, I can't cook her a nice meal, I can't buy her a sweater or a pair of jeans. This wellspring of love I have for her inside of me did not dry up when she died. In fact, it now overflows, not having the outlets I used to have to express it to her. I will keep talking about her if for no other reason than to just express all of this love I have that needs to be given. I'll drown in it otherwise. If you've also lost someone you love, my words have likely resonated with you. But in the chance that you haven't experienced grief firsthand, please pause and reflect on what I've said today. Loss is a part of life that nearly all of us experience. The more we can collectively understand and accept that, the better we can be at creating an environment of love and support. And God knows the world desperately needs as much of that as it can get right now. In recognition of what this month stands for, I'm campaigning for To Write Love on Her Arms, a national nonprofit that offers critical support to those struggling with mental health, addiction, and suicidal thoughts. If you're interested in contributing to this important cause, please consider following the link in the video description to donate. Anyone who donates, regardless of the amount, will be entered to win a free shirt from the Love Yourself merch store. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate your support to no end. The world is better with you in it. You are not a burden, despite what your mind might tell you at times. If you are struggling with thoughts of self-harm, please seek immediate help. Find a trusted friend or family member, talk to your doctor, or call or text the support hotline at 988. Your darkness is temporary, but the light that you bring the world is permanent. Please stay. Give it another day. And as always, remember to love yourself.